This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
It's Wednesday, February the 25th, 2015, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Good morning. We begin with news that the practice of magistrates remanding accused to the psychiatric hospital for 3-week evaluations is putting a strain on that institution's resources and even posing a danger to staff. Senior consultant psychiatrist Dr. Beresford Berry Connell, who expressed that concern in an interview with Barbados Today, also contended that half of those sent to the Black Rock St. Michael facility did not show enough motivation for rehabilitation. Magistrates sometimes send accused who appear in court on drug charges or who appear to have mental issues to the psychiatric hospital for evaluation for 3 weeks. Dr. Connell said not only is that length of time unnecessary, but it puts pressure on the human resources and the limited bed space. He explained that once an accused was remanded to the psychiatric hospital, he or she must be treated like any other patient. They are therefore allowed telephone calls and regular visits. However, Dr. Connell said that could prove dangerous, as he cited one instance in which a remanded patient was found with a knife in his waist after receiving visitors. 7 young men, including 2 who were charged yesterday with murder, has been remanded to jail until March the 20th after appearing in the District A Magistrates Court under heavy police escort. Romario Akeem Phillips, 22, of 10th Avenue, New Orleans, St. Michael, and Nicholas Akeem Teo Shuri, 23, of 3rd Avenue, Paris Gap, Westbury Road, St. Michael, are accused of killing Albert Boyce on December 8, 2014. Phillips and Shuri were also jointly charged with 2 counts of robbing Don Harding and Tonya Bourne of their cell phones, jewelry, and other items last December the 7th. They were accompanied in the docks by 5 other young men who are also accused of a number of other serious crimes. The court appearance by the group generated much intrigue outside District A yesterday, where a large crowd gathered for a glimpse of the accused. Their arrests come on the heels of a significant breakthrough reported by police in the investigations into a shooting incident which occurred last December 7th at the Ivy in St. Michael. A recent study reveals that businesses across a range of sectors in Barbados are losing hundreds of millions of dollars every year because of employee illness. The study showed that in 2012, the 291 companies responding to the survey reported a loss of 4.8 million hours due to absenteeism, resulting in a potential output loss of $69.6 million. It was disclosed that one manufacturing plant lost over $100,000 per year due to illness, but managed to save in 2014 after a special program was implemented. In presenting the findings of the study carried out in 2012 and 2013 during Day 2 of the Week of Excellence at Solidarity House yesterday, Chief Program Manager of the Productivity Council, Anthony Sobers, called for measures to be put in place to help combat the problem.
If we move it to the level of NCDs, non-chronic diseases, what has been the impact in terms of these things? We estimate that the time lost in relation to absenteeism ranges from 17.5% to 21%, meaning that the time lost in terms of absenteeism between a range of 14 to 21% on an average of 17.5% is related to NCDs. So if we extrapolate that across the seven sectors, the loss due to NCDs is $24,734,000.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 9 It's time for AgriFest again. Come and enjoy the National Agricultural Exhibition on February 27th to March 1st at the historic Queen's Park. Over 300 exhibits on show, highlighting the theme, inclusive agriculture, strengthening linkages, creating synergies. AgriFest 2015, the biggest agricultural exhibition in the Caribbean. Don't miss it.
Welcome back with news from the region that CARICOM policymakers have begun the process of finalizing a harmonized customs bill for the Caribbean during the 8th joint meeting of the Customs Officials and Chief Parliamentary Council in Antigua. Organizers converged at the Jolly Beach Resort where discussions and plans are being put in place. ABS News' Larissa Francis is covering that meeting.
Antigua and Barbuda is hosting the first of two meetings at the Jolly Beach Resort. The second will be held in Trinidad and Tobago in March. The bill, now in its final stage, is intended to foster economic growth in the region, which will ultimately contribute to improvement of CARICOM nation economies. If successful, the harmonization project will see businesses assured of equal and fair treatment by customs authorities throughout the region. It will also increase transparency of all activities by custom administrations and give trading partners a level of predictability. A project to harmonize the customs laws of the Caribbean community was launched at the beginning of the 21st century, spearheaded by the Caribbean Executive Committee. Agreement for the bill was finally reached in August of 2014, with only one outstanding issue remaining, the drafting of regulations. It will be this issue that is deliberated on over the course of the two meetings. A harmonized custom bill will see improved regional integration and is expected to bring many economic benefits to the region.
In Trinidad, a secondary school principal has appeared in court charged with stealing a student's cell phone. The charge resulted in a walkout by teachers in solidarity with the principal.
The court heard that the principal, as well as school safety officer Wendy Rogers, were charged by way of summons after Rona Moore, a parent of a 17-year-old student, accused them of stealing the teen's cell phone. The parent alleges that the principal did not have the authority to take her son's phone and by so doing committed a criminal offense. While the magistrate Michael Broom sought to mediate in the matter, teachers failed to attend classes at the school and instead attended court to show their support for the principal. Because of this, the school was forced to close early. The court matter has been adjourned to March 10th.
Across the globe now, U.S. President Barack Obama has vetoed a bill that would have approved construction of the controversial Keystone XL oil pipeline. The Republican-led Congress sent the bill to the president yesterday. The project has pitted Republicans and other supporters who say it will create much-needed jobs against many Democrats and environmentalists who warn the pipeline will add to carbon emissions and contribute to global warming.
Keystone XL pipeline extension would stretch about 1,200 miles, most of it in the United States, from Alberta, Canada, down to Nebraska. There are lots of pipelines out there, some of which would connect with this. So why all the fuss about this extension? First of all, the environment. Opponents say that they fear that this will spoil the landscape. If there is a spill, that it could contaminate groundwater, hurt humans and animals. And they say this is dirty oil, a type of oil that when it's burned produces more greenhouse gases. Supporters say the company that wants this, TransCanada, has already promised much more robust safety measures, that rail shipments are rising already to bring this oil in, and the rail shipments are riskier than the pipeline would be. Second issue, jobs. Supporters like to cite a study that says somewhere around 42,000 jobs or more would benefit from this pipeline. That includes not only the people who work on it, but people in restaurants and hotels and supply houses. But opponents say that's all temporary. That's for 1 or 2 years while this thing is built. In the end, there may be only 50 permanent jobs coming out of this.
And that's our Barbados Today morning news update, but you can join us again this afternoon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into Channel 101 on Lime TV and Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.
This news update is brought to you by